Can I write a short story in 3 minutes? Today I try to give it a shot. As you can see, I'm voicing over my real-time attempt to write an entire short story in 3 minutes. To write the story, I'm using Squibler, also known as the world's most dangerous writing app. It's basically an app where you set a timer, and if at any point you stop writing, it deletes all the words you've written. Speaking of the words I wrote during this challenge, they are in the description below. Although maybe hold off looking at the description because it kind of spoils the challenge. Or not, do whatever you want, I guess. Maybe click the like button while you're at it. Anyway, you're probably wondering, how the hell is he going to write a short story in 3 minutes? When I think of a short story, I typically think of a story between 2,000 and 7,000 words. Obviously, I can't write 2,000 words in 3 minutes. I didn't bother to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's impossible. In this challenge, when I talk about writing a short story, I'm actually talking about microfiction. Microfiction is an incredibly short form of telling a story, and typically it's around 50 to 250 words. And for me, that's well within the amount of words I can write in 3 minutes. At least, theoretically. The big challenge here really wasn't the word count, but actually putting the words together to make a complete story in so few words. Especially considering with only 3 minutes, I really had no time to think. And to make this even more stressful, if I deleted words or I stopped writing for too long, Squibbler would delete my entire story. Going into this challenge, all I really had was a general premise that I kind of just ran with. Recently, I've been watching a lot of horrifying YouTube videos about people getting trapped in caves, and then people even diving in said caves. Like underwater diving in caves. So I was kind of thinking a lot about these crazy cave expeditions, and I kind of wondered, what would it be like on another planet, or a moon, in this case, Europa? As you can tell from my book Europa, which was a challenge to write an entire book in 1 week, I'm pretty obsessed with the idea of Europa and potentially finding life on it. To find that life, you'd have to go deep into the icy surface, so I thought it'd be perfect for this cave story thing that I wanted to write in 3 minutes. Now, what became abundantly clear as soon as I started writing this story is I really had no time or words to really set the scene. In microfiction, there really are no words to spare. To be honest, in this challenge, I feel like by the time I really grasped this topic, it was too late. My opening for the story really was not strong enough, and I think the rest of the story really suffered for it. Now, to be perfectly fair with myself, when you actually edit microfiction, you end up editing the same lines over and over again until they're almost perfect. Obviously, considering I only gave myself 3 minutes to write this short story, it wasn't going to be perfect, but I still felt like I had a chance to finish it. When my time ran out, I had written 96 words in 3 minutes. That does fall between 50 and 250 words. So this challenge is definitely possible. However, this time, at the end of the time, my story was incomplete. I think if I had just 30 more seconds, I could have maybe given this story some sort of ending. But nonetheless, my challenge to write a short story in 3 minutes was a failure. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me take this challenge on again in the near future, or if you want to see me take my time and write the best microfiction story I possibly can. For now, I challenge you to take on my story idea and write your own microfiction story. If you're really bold, reset the timer in this video and see if you can write your story within 3 minutes. And regardless if you take on my writing challenge or not, good luck on your writing journeys. See you next challenge!